And to can't continue on racism, first thing you say, oh, he's an Uncle Tom, and this and that because, he's saying that, all this mess. But let me tell you something. It's not about that. For instance, black people, African Americans, whatever, you want to call yourself, we're all human. Stop blaming somebody else for your failures or where you went wrong. The man is not holding you back. You're holding yourself back. So when I remember being in school, I remember seeing a diverse race of people. So that means we all had the same opportunity to get an education and make something of ourselves. So it's nobody else's fault. Stop looking for the government to rescue you, and that's any race on that part. So my point that I'm making is, let's quit. And to my Caucasian friends and American people, listen, not every black man walk by, you have to lock your door and think that he want to take your purse. A lot of my friends, I'm glad I have a lot of friends, white, Asian, black, whatever, and I don't really see too much of that, but then every now and then I run across some stupid individual, no matter what race they are. But we just got to stop that. Every black man in America is not trying to hurt you. He's not trying to kill you. He's not trying to rob you. Society makes things to be a certain way, but at the same time, people do things and make it look a certain way. So we have to educate our kids. Fathers, be there for our sons and our daughters. Teach them the right way so our daughters can grow up and know the type of man to pick, and our sons can grow up to know the type of man to be. If you see you sagging your pants and you selling dope, what you think your son's going to do, brother? Doesn't matter what race you are, it's all the same thing when it comes to all that stupidity. The point that I'm making is we live, we're born, we live, and we have to die. We have to die. Some are going to be cremated, some are going to be buried, some are going to be in a mausoleum, whatever. It doesn't matter. You live and you die. You can't be a Christian if you're a racist. I don't care what race you are. You run around speaking in tongues and holding this church and all this, and yet you can't stand a group of race of people, you're racist. Not going to go to heaven that way. So, while you're judging, let's judge on that. Okay? God created us all. So, let's live and love, people. That's all I'm saying. I'm nobody special. But you know what? I'm not afraid to say what I have to say. Alright? I'm not afraid to say what I have to say. Teach your kids, teach our kids, so this can be a better world tomorrow if we teach them. Okay? The government is screwing up. Somebody got to do the right thing. And that's all I'm saying. Let's love one another. Stop the hate crime. Stop all the stupidity. Some people are racist and don't know why. Oh, well, I was raised that way. Man, my dad didn't like us saying the word nigga in his house. They didn't care for that. He didn't want to say honky cracker, wetback, or none of that mess. We could not make racist comments. We wasn't brought up that way. We were brought up to love everybody. And I thank God for my parents, my mother and my father, teaching us the right way. And that's what you have to do. We have to give it up, people. It takes too much energy and time to hate someone. It's so much easier to love. We got child molesters running around. We got to watch our kids. While we're looking at one thing, while you're looking at the black man, seeing if he's robbing you, the white guy next door molesting your kid. Hello. Doesn't matter, and that's in all races too. I'm just making examples. So while we're looking out for one thing that's something we shouldn't even be worried about, we're missing out on something else. Fathers, let's love our families. If you kids happen to grow up in a broken home, still be there for your kids, man. I do it. Things didn't work out between my wife and I, but I'm still there for my kids. And if you're in a situation where something happens and you have a kid, for whatever reason you lose contact and don't know who that kid is, and one day you find them, you can't make up for with the past, but do your best to do what you can do while you're there and be there for them. I know I'm doing that. I can only speak about my life. But I love everybody. Don't care what race you are, what nationality, whether you're homosexual, lesbian, whatever, we're all human. It's up to God to do the judging, people, not us.